Hey, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy Airboy, and I am back with another FanBoyAaron review, and this time I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Sky Shadow. And before we take a look at the figure himself, let's take a quick look at his box. Surprisingly, I still have it. As old as this figure is. He is Sky Shadow, he is a Decepticon. Some lovely artwork, Transformers Generations, level 2. I think that's the transformation difficulty. Really is about that easy. Alright, the back of the box, there's nothing at the bottom, not much at the sides either, but back of the box. Sorry for the light flare there, can I do anything about that? There we go. Back of the box. There we have an image of the fighter jet mode. In the robot mode, and there is the bio. Let's go ahead and read that real quick. Don't mess with Sky Shadow. He's one of the most foul, dark-hearted Decepticons in the galaxy. He takes no prisoners and always finds his target. Even the evil Megatron shudders when he hears the whine of jet engines in the distance, for it may be Sky Shadow coming for him. So a Decepticon so badass that even Megatron is afraid of him now. That is something else. Alright, we don't need this anymore. Now, let's get back to the main event. Here we have Sky Shadow in his jet mode. And yeah, it's a very interesting jet mode. I don't think it would pass for an Earth-based vehicle, but it's something. Get the camera to focus. There we go. Yeah, it comes in a lovely black and red color scheme, which I like, with a little touch of silver here. And underneath, you can more or less see how things are going to work out transformation-wise. His arms are out in the open where you can see them, unfortunately, but overall, it's not a bad jet mode. And that's really the only... Those are really the only... Bleh! I can't speak English. These are really the only robot parts that show. Everything else blends in fairly well. Got a nice little Decepticon symbol right there. And yeah, he does come with accessories. He comes with these two blasters. He comes with two of these. They do detach. And they're simplistic in design, but they're not bad little blasters. Come with little missiles on the side here. And they do have a firing gimmick. You just press down on the switch and it fires a little missile, and as you just see, it can get a little bit of distance. It's not the best blaster, but it's definitely not the worst. Let's peg that back on the bottom here. Another thing he comes with is a detachable drone. It's a little tricky to detach. There we go. A little detachable hover drone. And yeah, it's a cute little gimmick. Despite his size, this figure comes with a couple little gimmicks, and I do like that. Here's a look at his drone. See, he's got two little guns, little transparent plastic here. He's got that too here on the windshield. Yeah, not a bad little drone. I mean, it doesn't do anything special besides detach from him, but I do like the inclusion of it. And that just pegs in right there. You see these two little slots, these two little slot holes right here. Just line it up, plug it in, and there we go. Alright, let's get the size comparisons out of the way. Here he is, next to Cyclonus. This one has the add-on kit that makes him look like the IDW version. And yeah, he doesn't look that bad with Cyclonus, actually. These look, like I said with Barricade and Soundwave, these two look like they could be very good field partners. Yeah, they're more or less the same size. Here he is with Generations Whirl. Might be my next Transformer review, I don't know. He's not going to be the next review, but he will be the next Transformer. Maybe. Yeah, Whirl's a little bigger because he's Voyager class size. Alright, and here he is with the Legends class Takara Braun. I might take a look at this guy at one point, eventually, I don't know. As you can see, he's a bit bigger than Braun, because Braun's a Legend class. This seems like accurate scaling between a ground vehicle and a jet, based on what few jets I have seen. Alright, let's get down to transforming this guy, and it's very easy. First you want to remove the blasters. I'm going to move the camera back just a little bit. Get a tad more breathing room. Alright, first thing you want to do is you want to move the arms out of the way. And I'm going to raise it too. And you take these wing flaps, fold them down. Take the cockpit section. Well, first you want to fold up the landing gear, then do all that. Sorry. And yes, he does have deployable landing gear too, and I do like that, and he's got it in his legs too. Take the cockpit section, bring it up on this double hinge. Just bring it up out of the way. Take the wings, pull them out. Take this section, flip it up, flush against his back. And you can leave the wings out or fold them in. I like to fold them in, make it look a little cleaner. Fold the cockpit section flush against that. Then what you want to do is you want to take this part here, move it out of the way a bit. Then separate his crotch from his knees. And the legs here are also on a double hinge. You just want to pull that out. Make it. Then you just flip this back down. And there's a lot of things on double hinges. This part here is also on a double hinge. Just bring it down and in like that. Click it into place. Then you want to come down to his feet. Flip them out like that. And I think that's it. Here we have Sky Shadow in his robot mode. And yeah, he looks really, really good. Out of all the old generations Decepticons, Sky Shadow is probably my favorite. Alright, let's get a good look here at him. I'm going to turn off that flash. Should probably have the brightness a little bit. There we go. Here we have Sky Shadow in his robot mode. We'll take a quick look at that head sculpt there. It's a focus. Focus. Damn it. Focus. 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 Do I have autofocus? Focus. Focus. Alright, well, that's as close as I can get it. So there's the head sculpt. You can see it's a decent head sculpt. And he's got a lot of nice paint on him. A lot of nice red and silver paint all throughout the body here. Very nice. Plenty of molded detail, too. Like, I like the molding here on his legs. That looks really good. And you can see he even has little clawed fingers molded into his hands. And I do like that. That is a very nice touch. Alright, now as far as poseability, the backpack, fairly clean. I mean, the cockpit section sticks out a bit, but that's really the only, that's the only vehicle mode kibble on them. Right. Articulation-wise, the head can rotate, but due to the way it's shaped, it rotates at kind of an angle, which is a little weird. You can't I think it's on a ball joint, but it's very limited. You can't really look up or down. That's about all you get. The shoulders can do a full 360, but due to the stuff on his back, you don't get that much clearance, and also these shoulder pads get in the way too. The shoulder pads themselves are on a hinge. Can I turn the flash back on? It's a little better, I guess. Alright, the arms go out about that far. There is a bicep swivel. You got Little over 90-degree bend at the elbow. There is a wrist swivel. There's nothing at the waist, just due to the way he transforms. The hips are on a ball joint. They can go up about that far before it starts pulling things apart. That's one of the main downsides of this figure. It doesn't really, the chest part doesn't really clip in, and neither does the backpack. But it's fairly tight enough that it's not frustratingly loose. Anyway, legs go out about that far, then go back about that far. They can do the full splits, and these side skirts do move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. There is a thigh swivel, a fairly tight thigh swivel. A little over 90-degree bend at the knee. You do get a little wiggle room at the feet, as well as a slight ankle tilt. So yeah, he's not the most posable figure, but you can get a few decent poses out of him. And of course, if you want to, you still can detach the drone. I'm not going to, but you can. And you can also give him his blasters. They just plug into his hands, like so. It's a pretty snug connection. There we go. You arm him up with his blasters there. Yeah. All in all, though, look-wise, he is a decent figure. Design-wise, he's got a couple flaws, but overall, it's a good figure. Now, size comparisons. Here he is next to Generations Cyclonus with the add-on kit that makes him look like the IDW version. Sheesh. Without the light, there's not enough. With the light, there's just a tad too much. Not a lot I can do. I need a professional grade camera. Anyway, but I gotta deal with what I got. Anyway, Sky Shadow Cyclonus. As you can see, in vehicle mode, they're about the same size. Cyclonus has a little bit of a height advantage over Sky Shadow here. Almost bordering with a Voyager class size figure. And overall, they do look pretty good together. Again, perfect field partners. Here he is next to the Generations Whirl. A proper Voyager class figure. Again, not my next review, but as far as Transformers go, he will be the next one. As you can see, Whirl, a bit bigger than Sky Shadow. And last but not least, here he is with the Takara Legends Brawn. And yeah, he's a bit taller than Brawn. And yeah, that pretty much does it for this guy. As he stands, he is about 5 inches from foot to head. And at the time he was released, he was about somewhere between $10 and $15, I think. But these days, you'll probably be lucky to find him for $20. Maybe. I don't know, I haven't really checked. But there you have it. This has been the Transformers Generations Sky Shadow. Now, would I recommend picking this guy up if you can find him? Yes. If you can find him for less than $30, like let's say $20 to $25, I think he's well worth picking up. He is a great figure, despite the fact he doesn't really tab in with certain parts. My copy, anyway, holds together fairly well, except for this cockpit section. And it is a great figure overall. I do recommend picking him up if you can find him for a decent price. Okay, this has been Generation Sky Shadow. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, leave a nice comment, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Again, he won't be my next review, but as far as my next Transformer, Whirl's going to be my next Whirl will be my next Transformer review. As for my next actual review overall, I got something special in mind. Bye-bye.